We were approached by producers through Facebook. They contacted us in regards to doing a one-off special show, trying to reduce the stigma that sex work is associated with. And for me, as somebody who speaks publicly about sex work, an opportunity to be able to raise awareness of those factors was a great opportunity for me.
What was the reality like when you turned up for the show?
Something completely different. We weren't aware of what was happening until we actually walked out on stage, and then we saw a great big sign saying The Jeremy Kyle Show. There was a huge live audience there that heckled and booed me as I walked on stage.
And how did that feel?
Well, it was demoralising, it was dehumanising. I felt absolutely horrific. I was mortified that not only am I a human being being treated like this, but more so because of what I do for a living. Well, we all got there together because we all stayed at a hotel the night before, and producers were in contact with us the night before, making sure that they were trying to give us positive energies about the next day show. When we arrived there, we were then split up into 4 rooms, so there was 8 of us in total. Those rooms were then locked, and we weren't allowed to leave. Our phones were taken away from us, and we had to wait.
And what happened next?
Well, the producers came in, they gave us the contract. There was no name on the contract, so we just were under the proviso that this was a sex-positive show, one-off piece, hosted by Jeremy Kyle. It wasn't until that we then were taken to the set that's when we knew that this was a completely different story. When we arrived to the set, we were separated. So Colin went one side, I went the other side. There was a sofa on each side, and there was a TV on the wall, and I could hear things going on, but I was trying to look. But the people that was in the room with me at the time, they were doing some type of distraction technique, so I couldn't see or hear what was being said, what was going on, and it was all quite frightening, really. I was lucky enough to know somebody who was in the audience that phoned me after the show, and they told both my partner and I that this is the couple we want, and we want you to heckle them and be as loud as you can with them. And that was just horrific. Why would somebody be enticed to do that to another human being? At the end of the show, we complained about how we were treated, that we were lied to, and we wanted to be able to see the contract. When they brought the contract, it was a photocopy of the one that we'd both signed. And my partner Colin said that he just did not agree that this was his signature. And until we could see the original, we've got nothing to compare it to. He then brought us the original, and that's when Colin ripped it up straight away, and then we left the building.
What kind of impact has that experience of being on a show that you say you weren't aware of the format of the show beforehand? You know, what kind of impact has all this had on you?
It's been absolutely demoralising to my confidence. As somebody who speaks publicly about sex work and stigmatisation of sex work, I think that, you know, I want to be able to raise awareness of the issues that sex workers face, but having something like this done to me just because I'm a sex worker, it just put me back. I was in fear of speaking publicly. It's really difficult to describe how sad and low that I felt after it had all happened. I actually contemplated whether it was my fault that this had happened. I just feel as though, am I the only one that's been duped by a show like this? Because I'm sure that there's many others out there.